this happens a lot. If this isn't a coordinated effort, I bet it happens all the time. We're just hearing about it now because they're trying to they're trying to smear the Trump administration, that they're just pulling over and arresting Hispanics just because. And that is not the case.
Boy,
I mean, the deportations, by the way, are lower than they were under Biden so far. And yet, you would think every Hispanic person in this country has been deported.
Yeah, our deportations...
Like Chris is the only one left.
Oh,
I'm the only one left.
Only one.
Catch me if you can, coppers.
You got to get past James Perry up front first. So, yeah, this is interesting. And I guess deportations are 0 right now, or at the moment.
Yeah, well, they've been frozen, yeah.
Everybody's frozen,
So thank you, John Roberts and crew.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Pathetic. So there was another Democrat representative, Maxwell Frost. He was in El Salvador yesterday.
Why, Congressman, are you in El Salvador? You are there for an El Salvadorian man who was a resident illegally of Maryland. You're a congressman from Florida. Why are you in El Salvador?
Good stuff.
Will, what up?
Well, we're here because a man who had protected status in Maryland, a Maryland man, union member, worker with a
what do you have to do with it, though?
and beautiful children, was taken out of his state and out of the United States back over here without due process.
But why you?
And for us, we're here for a couple of reasons. Number one is because every person in our country deserves due process.
Okay. All right.
I'm telling you, a 5-minute Zoom hearing, and we're done.
Yeah. Yep.
Get this off the docket.
Jeez.
Yeah.
No answer to why a Florida representative is in El Salvador looking into what happened to a Maryland man. Let the Maryland representatives worry about it. Take care of it. Wow, what grandstanding. And there was more from Representative Frost.
What do you know? Is there any chance you'll be meeting with Abrego Garcia while you're there?
Abrego Garcia.
Well, we're actually about to do a press conference to speak a little bit about this, but we got word at the embassy that our request has been denied by the government here locally. They say it's because we're not here on an official capacity. This is part of the reason why Representative Robert Garcia and I sent a letter to Chairman Kilmar of the Oversight Committee asking for this to be an official coddle.
Look at he's
but we're
a
not
family
giving
man.
up. We're going to continue. We have more meetings scheduled for the rest of the day. But part of this, too, is making sure that we keep the conversation alive. We're building off of the trip of Senator Van Hollen, and we're not the first members here, and we're not going to be the last.
Obviously we were concerned about this last week. They're pissing me off so much that I can't even stand it now. Mm-hmm. This is what they do, though. They hit so hard, and they're so ridiculous that you just can't go along with it at all for any reason. I mean, even if he is there by accident. Oh, well.
At this
that point now.
At this point, I'm about to take the Zoom hearing off the table and just saying,
I know.
Put him in solitary confinement
for the rest of his life.
Whatever. Did you see? So he was talking about how he wanted Chairman Comer to approve payment for this trip. And let me just read this response from Chairman Comer yesterday. Dear Representatives Garcia and Frost, I write in response to your letter of April 15th requesting that I approve from the committee's budget official travel for you both to visit the country of El Salvador to meet with a foreign MS-13 gang member whose wife accused him of crimes and who is strongly suspected of human trafficking. Yeah, I still need more of that Tennessee traffic stop. It is absurd that you both displayed active hostility for over 2 years toward the committee's oversight of the Biden border crisis and the consequences of millions of illegal aliens entering the country, yet now you are seeking travel at committee expense to meet with foreign gang members. You may be pleased to know that a Democrat Senator, Chris Van Hollen, who was photographed just yesterday in El Salvador enjoying margaritas garnished with cherry slices with the foreign gang member your letter references. If you also wish to meet with him, you can spend your own money, but I will not approve a single dime of taxpayer funds for use on this excursion you have requested. Your request is denied.
Nice.
That's how you do
it. Yeah. But can we go through the family man pictures again?
Oh, yeah.
From Abrego Garcia, because it's really moving. I mean, do they have the after photo of when he physically abused her? Do we have those photos?
Oh, look at this.
Look how sweet he is.
Well, do we have? I don't know if the
wonderful
MSNBC montage didn't share the picture of the wife. She's got the wife is facing the camera, and Garcia is behind her, and he has his arm around her, and then she's put heart emojis over his gang tattoo. His body art.
So the guy likes ink, you know?
Who does it?
Who doesn't? Wow.
Now you're going to tell me I'm going to get deported too because I have ink.
Well, you are. Oh. You're going to be deported. Eventually, they will find you and they will deport you. They're deporting. So we're about to find out who's next from MSNBC's Simone Sanders. Here's what she tells us.
I've been talking about this all week, but Janae Nelson of the NAACP Legal Defense Fund, she penned an op-ed in The Nation this week, and her op-ed talked about that we think that democracies are... the way they die is dramatically through these wars and blood is shed, and it's cinematic in a sense. But really, the realistic way in which democracies die is that it's dismantled brick by brick, piece by piece.
Did she mean systematic? It's somatic in a sense. Somebody look up the word somatic.
Did she combine systematic and semantic?
I think so.
Semantic.
That's great.
I love it.
All right. Anyway, let's find out who's about to be deported here.
That what we are seeing now with the lawlessness from this administration are really the canaries in the coal mine gasping for air. I'm paraphrasing here. But to me, that is why Kilmar Abrego Garcia's specific case, the case of the gentleman who's a makeup artist out of California who was also sent to that prison. That is why the 75% of the folks who have been sent, the men who have been sent there that don't have criminal records, that is why this is so important. Because if they could do it to them, if they could snatch students off the street without any pushback or recourse, they will do it to any of us. So to be very clear, it's going to be the people of color and vulnerable communities that are next in line.
I think that's right. And that's certainly part of why the African-American community is so strong.
Actually, we didn't need the full 2 minutes or whatever she babbles. It's time to come clean, though. This may surprise you to hear, but she's actually on the right track. Here's the thing. Donald Trump doesn't just want to deport Hispanics and blacks. His plan, his diabolical plan, is to deport all of us. He is going to deport 333 million Americans. You know why? He wants this country all to himself. Just him and Melania. Not even the rest of his own family will escape being deported from this guy, this madman. Why do you think he wants to take over Greenland so bad? He needs somewhere to put us all.
Is that right?
Yeah. Have you seen the size of Greenland? It's diabolical. But I can't hide his plan for him anymore. I can't do it. I mean, the sheer hysteria and fear-mongering of these brain-dead buffoons is mind-boggling. How is this okay where you can just spew the most radical, ridiculous nonsense on national television and it's fine? You'll be back tomorrow to spew more of it. Just outrageous. So the NAACP wants in on this, and that's why they're going to tell you that, yep, blacks are next.
So these are just in waves. Do we have to go to Greenland, or do we get a say in where we're going to be deported?
No, you don't get any say in that.
Bro.
No, yeah. I mean, you got to go to Greenland.
What if I'm afraid of what might happen to me in Greenland?
Tough. That's tough.
What if there's a rival gang there that doesn't like me?
Tough. Yeah, tough.
By the way, congratulations to the state of Wisconsin. Your governor there has informed state employees that they should not cooperate when federal agents show up asking immigration-related questions.
I mean, you talk about a division in this country.
Right.
And it's not because of Trump. Trump is obeying the law. He is using the law, and he is deporting people that shouldn't be here. And then you've got state and local officials that are literally fighting against U.S. law and the President of the United States.
And judges on every level, right up to the Supreme Court Chief Justice.
Yep.